Go.
All right. So, guys, I want to quickly tell you about this concept. It should take 5 to 7 minutes. For the most part, in my books and my lectures, I talk about MEST, M-E-S-T, money, energy, space, and time. MEST, M-E-S-T. Most people will focus on what I call the money aspect of MEST because of the fact that that's what's mostly spoken about. That's what everything was spoken about. I can't afford this. No, you have enough money. Everything really around evolved or surrounded money, right? The thing is that there are the other currencies, which is energy, space, and time. What do I mean that? When you go to work, right? You go to work, you exert your energy, right? You're giving your time for the currency called money, right? So for the most part, a lot of people, what they have is a lot of time, right? And very little money, okay? But the thing is that they've never really been educated on the importance and the value of their time, right? So this conversation is basically about the time. How important is time, okay? So when you are productive, you're maximizing your time and eventually you will have money, okay? Now, the thing is that how do you maximize and be productive? That's when your vision board shows up. I have my vision board. I'm not going to show it right now. But what is the vision board? Let's say this is the vision board right over here, right? So the vision board will tell me what I need to do because my vision board speaks about my future self. What I call my actualized future self, AFS. A, actualized future self. FS, right? So my actualized future self, the guy that has the car, the guy that has the vacations, the guy that has the house and the investments and so on and so forth. So the actualized future self is the guy that's going to communicate to me how I can be productive, how I can best use my time so that I can eventually have the money to buy the things that I have on the vision board. So the vision board is extremely important for it to guide you on the steps you need to take to maximize, again, I'm repeating myself, the time and your space, okay, and your energy. What are you supposed to do? Be productive, but being productive without vision, right? They say without vision, you perish, right? You must have a vision board. Visual is memorable. You have to know what you look like in the future. Now, I asked one of my students, what do you want? He says, I really don't know. He's a young kid, 19. He says, I don't know. So start with what you don't want and then just do the opposite of that. I said, what don't you want? He said, well, I don't want to be I don't want to be struggling financially. So I said, so your future self has money? And he goes, yeah, he's financially stable. I said, well, start with that. So it is imperative that you start creating a vision board because you need to have a clear vision of where you're going. And then your doing this is not coming out of your mind. Your doing this comes from what the vision, right? Your ideal self, for the most part, communicates to you on the action that you must take. Therefore, as we wrap up, your productivity will skyrocket. Not so much that, but your productivity will have actual results that make sense and that will take you closer to your ideal self, okay? So, and you'll have the money because all the things that the actual future self, the AFS, has requires money. But you have to make sure that you're efficient with your what? With your time. Just a little quick, video I'm just gonna drop, so just to share with you, all right? Peace out.